Fight! Rune Silent, Liu Kang, Shang Tsung, Scorpion, Shao Kahn, Raiden, Sub-Zero. Come here!
Your spine will shiver. Yes. I'm simply too fast.
The void begins. Death comes for all. Dream of nightmares. Beware the shadows. Outstanding. 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 You suck. Don't make me laugh. Impressive.
Hello and welcome back, all of you amazing people. You sultans of the swipe, titans of the tap. What else? Masters of the mobile? Yeah, I don't know. Kind of started off strong there, but then I ran out of ideas, I guess. But anyways, welcome back to the MK Mobile Podcast. In this episode, I'm going to give you my thoughts on the possibility of a battle pass, or maybe like a combat pass, I guess is probably what they'd call it for MK Mobile, coming to the game. I'm going to tell you kind of like why I think it might be. We're going to just go over what a battle pass is in general, because some of you may not know. In fact, I really didn't know until last year. It was something I just never even heard of. And then on top of that, we're going to also discuss like what it might mean for the game itself. Like, could it be a positive change, maybe a negative change? I don't know. We're going to talk about that. Also going to see what you, the players, think about it as well. I put a poll out on Twitter to see if you guys thought it would be a positive or negative change for the game, and so later on we'll be reviewing those results. Okay, so let's get this started. So we're going to talk about the reason for this episode in general, and it all comes down to two tweets from McPack, one of the senior designers for the game itself. I'm sure you're all familiar with him. He was a guest on an earlier episode of this podcast, actually, but just an awesome guy working hard over there at NetherRealm. And he always puts out these kind of cryptic tweets that I always read way too far into, because I grew up watching X-Files, everybody, okay? It's just what I do, all right? And now there's actually evidence of UFOs. Okay, oh, I'm sorry, UAP. So come on. But anyways, back to the game. These cryptic tweets, actually that kind of stays in with the lore of Mortal Kombat in general. There's always these codes or secret messages that you gotta kind of decipher what they are. And he put out a couple. The first one actually refers to maybe that this is actually going to be update number 4.0. So I think that's what we're looking at here. EdCon tweeted at McPack and said, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate the next update as? And McPack replied, 4. Well, no senior designer in their right mind would downplay their own work. So I'm just expecting that was his reference is to update number 4.0. So 4.0 is coming our way. And usually those, like ones like that, 3.0, 2.0, those are pretty big ones, okay? So I can see some pretty big changes coming our way just for that, from that tweet itself. The second one, got to get to it here. MK Fan says, Mortal Kombat Mobile needs some variety. Add more stages, modes, and more. This game is getting boring. We need more free content. Please, Cactus Pack, make sure that we do not lose interest in this game. And his response was, I hope the next update will pass your expectations. So it's pretty clear cut for me that in that response, he's referencing some type of season pass, battle pass, or combat pass. You know, however they brand it. I think we're going to see some type of pass. And I should also mention at this point, you guys have all purchased your tickets for a train ride leaving the speculation station. That's right. This is all speculative. It's okay. I'm totally guessing. I don't have any insider knowledge. So just keep that in mind while you're listening to this podcast, okay? The speculation station is definitely a common stop for me in a lot of my videos and podcast episodes. So let's just talk about what actually a battle pass is, okay? Because like I said, this is kind of a new concept to me. It's definitely a huge trend in mobile games in general, just from kind of doing a little research on it. But again, I didn't know what it was, and maybe some of you don't either, so I'm just going to go straight to Wikipedia, good old Wikipedia. And they state that in a video game industry, a battle pass is a type of monetization approach that provides additional content for a game, usually through a tiered system, rewarding the player with in-game items for playing the game and completing specific challenges. It was inspired by a season pass ticketing system and originating with Dota 2 in 2013. The battle pass model gained more use as an alternative to subscription fees and loot boxes beginning in the late 2010s. Battle passes tend to offer free passes, which are available to all users, and a premium pass that require annual or seasonal charges in exchange for enhanced items and cosmetics. So like I was saying, it's a pretty popular trend among mobile games as far as for a monetization approach. Now, Injustice 2 Mobile, which I always look back to because they're, MK Mobile and Injustice 2 Mobile are owned by the same company. When it comes down to it, I feel like we're going to start seeing MK Mobile mirroring what Injustice 2 Mobile has been doing already. So Injustice 2 Mobile does have a battle pass. So they have like two tiers. They have a free tier and also what they call like a premium tier. And last year, was it last year or this year? Last year, exactly this time, I believe it was in beta. So there was testing it out. So anyways, what that means is you could buy the premium pass and you could unlock certain characters and things like that and other items throughout a month or something like that. It was like a season pass type of thing. I never did that. I was more focused on MK Mobile. But if you look at it, they're already doing it. So I kind of expect we're going to see a mirrored image of that, but probably with like the Mortal Kombat theme around it. Okay, so with all that in mind, let's just say that yes, it is coming to Mortal Kombat Mobile. So what does that actually mean for the game? Is it going to be positive changes, negative changes? Well, first of all, what I would like to see if it is coming is the fact that you would actually get what you're paying for. So right now we are seeing like a loot box style monetization that they've been using for a long time, since 2.0 for sure, where it's just a chance that you're going to get something that they're offering when you pay real money into it, or even souls. So I don't like that. I've never been a fan of that. I don't generally try to pay for something that I'm not sure if I'm going to get or not. I'm just not a gambler. So I would think that with a pass, if you actually pay real money, you're going to get what they're offering. The key is, though, it needs to be good. If they're not offering anything good, then nobody's going to fall for it, okay? So hopefully they're going to have some really cool stuff. Maybe they're going to have new skins, new moves, weapons, armor, accessories, maybe even stages. I have no idea. What I would hope to see is being able to obtain a new character via one of these battle passes or combat passes. But I really think, again, they're probably going to mirror what Injustice 2 Mobile is doing, where they might do like the gold characters in the combat pass and then the diamond characters in still the loot box style, because Injustice 2 Mobile still does have kind of the loot box style packs where you can pay 400 gems and possibly get Darkseid or something, like that. That's just an example. It's not accurate, but an example like that. So I can see them monetizing everything at this point. Like if there's a pass, anything could be included in that bundle. But like I said, it's got to be good. It's got to be good. That's the key. If it's not good, nobody's going to pay for it. Nobody's going to fall for it. So what's my opinion on it? Oh, man. Well, first of all, if you're going to play that style, get ready to spend money. I mean, a lot of people are spending a lot of money already, but I think this is just going to increase the game's revenue by a crap ton, because they know how to market stuff. They know how to market it, make it look good, make it so that players want to get it. And if it's an actual thing that you can buy, that you're going to get, I think you're going to see a lot more people buying. So all in all, do I think it's going to be a positive change for the game, positive direction to move in? I do think so in some aspects, okay? I got to break it down that way. So in the aspect of players actually getting what they pay for, yes, I think it's going to be a positive change. Free-to-play players still are probably going to be kind of given the shaft. Now, granted, there's probably going to be like a free tier, so that they can enjoy this pass as well. But all in all, I think they're still not going to have access to the more powerful equipment and powerful characters. So they're still going to have to rely on just random drops for that, or trying to get them through those different loot box style pack openings. So that's probably going to stay the same. I'm not a big fan of that. I thought if they're going to go via like a battle pass, just make everything the battle pass. That's my opinion. I hope that it's not going to be a change for the bugs that we're encountering. That's not going to change anything. A battle pass isn't going to change anything. Hopefully 4.0 addresses that. but we'll just have to wait and see. So I'm excited to see what's coming next. Obviously, I always have been, because the developers over there do a great job. They have a lot to deal with, and I just feel like they're doing the best they can over there. So again, excited to see what's coming our way. Now, I wanted to kind of gauge the temperature of the players to see if a battle pass would be something they thought would make a positive change in the game itself. So I will go over to my Twitter poll and get those results. Okay, so here we go. So here's the question. Do you think the introduction of a battle pass or combat pass would be a positive change for MK Mobile? And the results are 63% of you say no. 37% say yes. So it was neck and neck there for a while. But it looks like most of you don't think it's going to be a positive change. So let's just go through the answers here. We'll go through the comments because there's a couple comments below here. Kind of get a feeling for what you guys are thinking. And Hollywood Shono says, no, they need to scrap the game and make one more like Injustice 2. Why? Promotions 1 through 10 does not work in 2022. The only combat is tap, block, and specials. Bronze, silver, gold, diamond does not work in 2022. Use star levels. There is nothing to grind daily. So, yeah, I gotta agree. I think what we're gonna see though, Shono, is that we're gonna see this game starting to again mirror Injustice 2 Mobile. So they're gonna bring over different aspects of that game to this, and it might be just a complete overhaul with this 4.0. I mean, it might just be completely different. Gold, silver, diamond might not mean near as much as it does now after this 4.0. It's very possible. So Math No Game says, what is Battle Pass like in Injustice 2 Go? My concern is that they'll add it to further monetize. Oh yeah, they definitely will, but it won't bring anything worthwhile for veterans and will just make the game less accessible to free to play. Yes, definitely. I kind of already addressed that part. Unless it solves some of the game's biggest problems, it won't matter. Okay. The Son of Zeus says, in my eyes, I don't think anything can save the game. Oh, I think it's savable. We got to do something. Okay, so Man on the Game replied, I think it can still be fun to play, though. It depends on the type of new content they bring and how much they were willing to let players enjoy it without trying to coerce them into developing an insidious gambling addiction. Well, that is mobile games in general for real. But yeah, that's kind of what I was saying too. Like, is it going to be worth it? They have to make it worth it. Otherwise, players are just not going to buy it, okay? Son of Zeus replied to him, you are absolutely right. The problem is, aside from the new towers, we really haven't seen anything new that would be considered game-changing or innovative. Hopefully my spark for this returns, otherwise I think it is the end of the road for me. No, Son of Zeus. Hopefully it changes too. Gotta get back into it. Okay, Darth Moon replied, Battle Pass sucks in Injustice 2 Mobile, so no. You play, do milestones, and still I do not get the new Swamp Thing, only I pay for pass. I will not. Spending money on mobile game is losing money. Game will go one day without our money. There needs to be free-to-play option for win. Well, we will see. I think we're past that point, but maybe with the Battle Pass, like I was saying, like in Injustice 2 Mobile, they will have that free tier. It's just not going to have all of the rewards that the premium tier or paid tier has. So we're just going to have to wait and see. And I think we're going to see here pretty soon because October is right around the corner. And that is definitely probably when this is going to drop, as well as the 30th anniversary for Mortal Kombat in general. So hopefully something big. But I would like to know what you think. So feel free to leave your opinion in the comments below if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you're listening to this on Pandora, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts. Go to my Twitter page at GameTimeGaming1 and just kind of leave a message there on my page. So with that, everybody, we're going to wrap this episode up. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for joining in on the poll on Twitter. Really appreciate that. And we'll see you on the next episode of the MK Mobile Podcast. Bye.